Hey fam, how's it going? Thank you so much for joining me in this All Signs Tarot reading. The messages on this channel have a tendency to be very encouraging. So, what kind of message do you need to hear at this moment? I've already shuffled the decks, so let's go ahead and cut them together, starting with the archetypes. Ooh, again, we see the medallion. What is it that you are holding on to that no longer serves? It could actually be an object. Maybe it's a way of thinking, right? There's something that you may not even be realizing because it's out of habit, right? And for some, it may be a matter of something that you haven't realized is meant for you, that you have a right to. Loud vehicle. I don't know if you can hear that, but I do. And that's, I take that as confirmation. There are those out there who have something that they haven't quite picked up. They haven't quite claimed yet because they're dealing with imposter syndrome. And this is a coaxing for those to let go of old habits, things that you may wear, necklace or a ring that you may wear that you no longer need to be bound to. And for those who are dealing with imposter syndrome, to recognize once and for all that you are not an imposter in your own life, fam. All right, moving on to the Believe in Your Own Magic Oracle deck. Let's cut this one together. Paint the sun back into your sky. The 11 card. Funny, I was talking about the sun, and the medallion card has so much yellow and gold on it. You've been through a lot, and some have reached rock bottom, for some yet again. And rather than grab a shovel, please grab a ladder. Remember that you are the light. You can be a beacon for others, and sometimes that's really played a number on you. It's brought toxicity into your life. Have you ever wondered why they are drawn to you like a magnet? Whether they realize it or not, they can see your light. They sense it. They feel it. And you don't deserve to live at rock bottom, fam. You deserve to see the sun. You deserve to be the sun. It's still within you. You haven't, another loud car. You haven't been able to give up hope even when you've tried. You're meant to be fulfilled. Okay? Bam. What time is it? It's clarification time. All right. Let's go ahead and bust out the tarot. This is YouTube. Let's lighten it up. I didn't even mean that. All right. I mean, it works, right? Chapter 1 is the Emperor. You've been handling your business the best way that you know how. And that, at times, has meant turning off your emotions because you need to focus. You need to be resilient and steadfast and take care of things. He's holding a pomegranate. I just ate a pomegranate last night and I was going to town. And I had to learn the hard way that I should only have so much pomegranate in one sitting. How about you? See, you've had to let certain things go. You've needed to be very direct and, what's that word? You know your purpose now. You know what doesn't serve you. You know what you don't want. I call the Five of Swords the fuck around and find out card. There are some who are being left behind and they don't like it. But you know what? They made their choices. They choose their own journeys and their own lives. They have their own free will. And if they wanted to remain close to you and in your life, they should have been nicer. They should have, 4, 5, they should have not used you nor taken you for granted. And you're learning that just because you let them go doesn't mean that you don't love them anymore. Whatever they may say, however they may be reacting, we can't dictate the reactions of others, right? That's on them. But you've come to some realizations and you've had to make the difficult choices. And you don't need to beat yourself up for it, okay? Don't let it drag you back down, even after you let them go. All right? I say it often, you can love at arm's length. You have a right to that, okay? Chapter 3, King of Wands. The King of Wands even has a salamander down here next to him to resemble, or to, the word's not coming to me, but to basically be that symbol of being impervious to fire. Doing what you gotta do doesn't take away your passion. There's a lot of passion and drive, a lot of courage happening here. And one of the most courageous things to do after trauma, after heartache and betrayal, is the ability to still love. Because real love is unconditional, isn't it, fam? It's almost like this king is looking back over things and capable of honoring their choices, themselves, and the process. They've learned a lot through a lot, and they've come out the other side, capable of enabling an entire kingdom, an entire earth to thrive. It's a lot of divine masculine going on here. And thrive we do. 4, 5, 6. Wow. It's a lot of royalty. If you haven't already, you will be receiving recognition for your hard work. I feel like the recognition is coming from unexpected sources, like your ancestors and guides. The universe is so proud of you. You may feel very scarred up. You know, this has been such a time for healing. And healing you are. But I think that this is recognition that's going to be coming from all angles. They're surrounding this person. There's quite the color scheme going on here. It's not just reds and yellows and oranges. There's also that earthy green. What's coming up underneath the Emperor? The Queen of Pentacles. There's that nurturing side. The ability to care. To balance out that ability to handle things. You're not a one-sided human being. You're multifaceted. And just because you know what you need to do, you're capable of finally severing the ties that have been like, you know, I'm thinking of like the Hellraiser movies and all the chains and stuff, right? Sorry for those who are like, whoa. Right? You care. And that has been used against you. Have you had people that know that all they have to do is say, I need you, and you'll drop everything and run to them and be there for them? How has that worked out for you? It's been very one-sided all too often, hasn't it? Maybe there are those you thought were your equals and you've realized, no, even they played their part. You're still capable of love. You're still capable of courage. And you're able to move on into a healthier way of living, a healthier mentality, healthier coping mechanisms, right? That's what this is about, right? All of this transformation, this alchemy, right? Wow. More balance. All right. We got that divine masculine and divine feminine. The Queen of Swords is one of the 3 cards in the entire deck where the sword goes directly up, straight up. No confusion, only clarity. From the bird flying away. It's really small. Can you see it now? From the bird flying away. Whoops, where's that camera? Hi. To those puffy clouds. Even the clouds on her cape, her robe. And she's wearing white. Your mind is now able to be clearer than ever now that you've got everybody else's voice out of your head. Now that you've been retraining your subconscious for how you want it to think and to speak to you. When you have these detrimental thoughts, these self-inflicting thoughts, you're catching yourself and you're like, no, that's not who I am. That's not how I want to think anymore. And you flip it. You're performing alchemy every single day now. And you're getting stronger and stronger. You're coming into your power. You're able to handle things and have control over yourself, whatever that means for you, right? You know, we make plans, the universe, God laughs, but you still have free will and you are rocking it. You know how to live with it now. And you're standing your ground. These two can kind of go hand in hand. 4, 5, 6, 7. Holy cow pie, Batman. The numbers just be numbering lately. Wow. These readings have been incredible. I mean, they've always been incredible. But stand your ground, fam. You don't want to be cruel in the way you handle your business. You don't want to hurt others the way you've been hurt. You're capable of so much more. And don't let anyone ever convince you of anything else ever again. This person knows exactly what they're doing, and they're not taking shit from anyone anymore. They've gone through the fire and they've survived. And the world is better for it. What's next? Hey, there we go. Oh, love is waiting for you, fam. Part of your journey is opening yourself back up to it, back up to the possibilities of life, and still having your heart, mind, and soul intact. And now that you are, now that you're ready, now that you're open to all of the gifts that the universe has been wanting and trying to share with you, it's able to come in. And for some, it can seem as though it's not really happening. It's not really moving. This horse is one of the slower horses, but at the same time, or knight, at the same time, they have those wings going on, right? So there is still a swiftness occurring. Like I said, the universe has been wanting to share this with you. All of these wonderful things that do belong to you. And now that you know yourself, now that you're capable of not losing yourself to the world, to others, to what does not belong to you, at least not anymore. Wish granted. There's the 8. Except you know what I have an urge to do, fam? You may have noticed that I tend to not have reversals going on in my deck. That's because I feel like when I'm meant to, and whatever the message may be, I trust that it's still going to come through. You have broken your own bonds. You've released the ropes and removed the blindfold. Is that what no longer belongs to you? You're no longer holding yourself back. And that's glorious. Whoop, another loud car. Listen, I know that this is my neighborhood, but but it's also a bit later in the evening at the time of filming. And these cars, these sounds have been occurring at very particular moments. And I trust that because holy crap, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Everything is happening in divine timing. And you've been learning to trust that. You've also been learning that one of the easiest reasons for you to be connected to the divine, to the universe, whatever that means for you, is because the divine is within you. We are the gods of our own reality. What's on the bottom? What's the main vibe of this reading? Boosh. 4. That's 2 4s. The 4 of Swords is shutting out the rest of the world and returning to the sound of your own heartbeat. Returning to your own purpose, your own soul contract, whatever you may believe in, right? Because even if you don't believe in soul contracts and us being on this earth for any particular reasons, even if you believe that us as human beings and all this life here on earth being an anomaly in the universe, you can still return to the sound of your own heartbeat. This is your life, fam, not somebody else's. They can give you advice all they want. It's your right and privilege on what you wish to heed. And you've been taking that time to figure that out. It's a lot of strength and courage within you, and you do deserve to feel good about that. The universe, your angels and guardians, your guides, your ancestors are so proud of you. This has been very difficult, this point of the journey. The whole, everything that's led up to now has been so difficult, and for a while you felt very lost and confused and scared. Thank you for still being here. Thank you for trying and never giving up, even when it felt like you did. It is time to paint the sun back into your sky. It belongs there. What are the extra notes for this reading? Don't underestimate affirmations. We were talking about retraining your subconscious, right? That's one of the best ways to do it, whether you're doing it when you first wake or go to bed and your mind is in, theta mode? Or if it's all day, any day, right? It takes a lot of work to retrain our subconscious, especially the older we are. I'm 46, fam. Our subconscious doesn't have feelings. It doesn't care. It regurgitates what it's trained to say to you, how to talk to you, the things that you accept. And you no longer accept abuse. You no longer take it. You don't want to share it. You don't want to put up with it anymore. And you shouldn't. This is your life, and you have every right to live it. Do you ever watch that show, Eureka? On the Sci-Fi Channel? Sheriff Carter lived in this town of all these geniuses, right? And they had a tendency to be very condescending with him. Do you get treated as though you're the dumbest person in the room? You never deserved that, fam. Ever, ever. What's on the bottom of this one? Mind over matter. Want over need. This is your life. Thank you for living your life, not somebody else's. You've survived. You've come out the other end. And fam, anything is possible now. What do you want? Where do you want to go? How would you feel if you were free? This is my favorite Neville Goddard quote. How would you feel if you were free? Because fam, you're free. You may still feel at times like you need to defend yourself, but guess what? Hey, there's a plane now. Where are we going next, fam? Oh, thank you so much for joining me in this reading, you incredible human being. You've made it. You've made it. It's time for the rest of your life. You are capable, and it's time to thrive. Time for that photosynthesis, fam. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for sticking it through to the end of the video. I really appreciate it. And always remember that I love you.